What's up, y'all? We're here with another Mikey Goes to the Movies. This time we're going to cover The Other Woman and The Forger. Now, I enjoyed both of these movies. I like the stars, or the main stars, I should say, of both of these movies. So it was just natural for me to get these, and I'd actually been wanting to do The Other Woman for a long time. I had just been waiting for it to price drop. So I was happy to be able to get that and finally be able to watch it and do a review for it. Now, The Forger is one I'd never heard of. I got it as a recommendation from Amazon because they recommend shit for you after you buy a bunch of stuff. And it was really, really cheap, so I bought it, I watched it, it was really good, and these are reviews for both. We're going to start with The Forger, which starred Christopher Plummer, John Travolta as the main stars. Basically, John Travolta plays an art forger who was in jail for forgery and stealing stuff, and he made a deal with this crime syndicate for an early release. But in order to get the early release, he had to forge a Monet painting and steal the original from this museum and replace it with the perfect forgery, so that nobody knew the actual painting was gone. Now, in order to do this, he enlisted the help of his son and his father, who was played by Christopher Plummer. Now, his father was also, a con artist, a thief, and did all that. And so the family, the son and his son didn't fall very far from the tree, apparently. To me, it really wasn't about how this heist was pulled off. To me, this was just a movie about the dynamics of the family and how insanely fucked up it was, because it was just basically three criminals, father, son, and grandson, basically doing the same thing for most of their lives. And kind of a subplot to this was that John Travolta's son, spends basically the entire movie, wanting to, meet his mom, who apparently it is revealed in the beginning of the movie, walked out and left her son and John Travolta to, fend for themselves. So it had just been, the three guys. But it was interesting to me to see, the kind of fucked up dynamic that played out between the three of them. But even though it was a fucked up dynamic, it kind of made them better understand each other, if that makes sense. So I really enjoyed it. I thought that the heist of the Monet painting was a good little background story. But to me, the main story was the kind of weird, fucked up dynamic between the three main characters. So Um, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one 3.5 Wheaties out of 5, and tell y'all definitely see it if you can. It's 96 minutes, so it's not very long, and it's worth seeing. So if you find it on Netflix or Amazon or somewhere, definitely worth seeing. And that brings us to The Other Woman. Now, this one to me was funny, um, and because it was funny just because, like I said, again, three actresses I really like. Basically, Cameron Diaz's character is a lawyer who has a boyfriend, but it comes to light that her boyfriend has a wife, so she's kind of the side action. But not only does he have a wife, he has yet even more side action with Kate Hudson's character. So she's getting fucked off. So they're all getting fucked all the way around. And so they kind of team up throughout the movie to kind of teach him a lesson, and hilarity ensued. I'm not going to go too much into what the things that they do to try to teach this guy a lesson, but suffice it to say, he learns his lesson, and just the hilarity that ensues between the beginning when they find out, or when Cameron finds out that he has a wife plus some more side action, and when they meet each other and you know try to teach him a lesson, the hilarity that ensues between that is just insane. And like I said, he learns his lesson in the end, but it's definitely worth seeing. It's a little short of 2 hours, it's an hour and 50 minutes. So again, that's another movie. If you've got time to kill, you definitely want to see it. Amazon, Netflix, places like that. Redbox. I'm gonna give that one 4 Wheaties out of 5, just because of the hilarity that ensued. Don't want to give away too much. I'm just gonna tell you that you know she finds out, then they team up, and hilarity ensues. And in the end, he does learn his lesson, but I'm not gonna tell you how because I want you to be able to see this and just enjoy it, laugh your ass off. So again, 3.5 Wheaties out of 5 for The Forger. Definitely worth picking up or seeing. And 4 Wheaties out of 5 for The Other Woman. Definitely again worth picking up and worth seeing. Um, so that's this week. That's another Mikey Goes to the Movies. I'll be back with more sometime soon. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting me, fostering your creativity. Without me, there is no you. So I appreciate everything you guys do for me. And I love y'all, and we'll talk again soon.